Hey everybody, Dr. Jason Piken again. Welcome to another episode of the Digestion Diaries. Today we're going to be speaking about allergies and how to get rid of your allergies. Don't you want to know how to stop having that itchy, sneezy, watery allergy reaction? I remember when I was young, I was like 10, 11, 12 years old and I'm ready to go to camp. I went to the day camp and we met in Queens at this big parking lot, and then we got on these buses. We took this 45-50 minute trip out to the woods. I'm ready to have fun with my friends. We're building these like campsites, and then it hits. The sniffling, the dripping nose, the itching my eyes constantly. I was like miserable for like hours at a time, let's say even minutes at a time, because within hours, I was taking allergy meds, and then I wouldn't have this allergic allergy reaction. Then I would just be wiped out, because I remember using Drixoral. That was the drug of choice back then, and there wasn't really a non-drowsy time when I took Drixoral. So my allergies started to go away. I would stop doing this and I would just be like dead and a zombie in the corner, and that was no way to live. And yes, allergy meds have improved these antihistamines, so we don't have to get hit by as much drowsiness. But we're still not asking the question, why? Why did we have the allergies in the first place? So we don't want to suffer. A lot of people tell me they don't want to take meds, they don't want to take these pills, yet they're not asking why did they have the allergy in the first place. And if you don't address the why, you're going to either be stuck suffering or taking medications. That's it. So let's get to the why. So allergies are an overreaction from the immune system. The immune system detects or thinks that it's in crisis because that little bit of pollen went up your nose, and it's reacting. And it gets to be a conditioned response that every single time it gets that stimulus of pollen or a food that you're allergic to, but we're going to stick to seasonal allergies, so that's going to be either ragweed or pollen, that it gets this reaction, and it can get even worse over time. And what we have to ask is, why is our body doing that? I'm going to tell you the number one reason, the single one reason why allergies exist is because the gut is having problems. Now, if you've listened to other talks that I've given, other digestion diaries, I believe I've had gut issues basically ever since I'm born, because I wasn't breastfed, because I took a lot of antibiotics when I was younger, but I didn't feel gut issues. I didn't have a horrible distended stomach and acid reflux and horrible bowel movements. I was just a normal kid, yet how my digestive problems came out is it altered my immune system. And it can make you a sickly person, which I wasn't, or it can make you an allergic person, because there's like two paths that our immune system can function in. It can function in attacking you in an allergy sort of way, or it can make you kind of sickly and frequent colds and flus and malaise. So my body chose the allergy path. I was overreacting to normal stimuluses in our environment, like pollen. So here's what we do about it. Besides fixing your gut, because that's the number one thing you should do, and I can't answer how to fix your gut in just this video. You're gonna have to start watching this series and calling my office and asking me to help you fix your gut. If you've been working on your gut and it's better, but you still have some allergy reactions, I have a quick fix. And right now it's February, and February is the time that you need to be paying attention to allergies, because you need to get your immune system geared up and ready to take on the season that's coming up in late March, early April. So what I use is this product right here in my office most commonly. It's called Allersol. Hopefully that shows up really well on the camera. Allersol by Quality of Life Labs, QOL. It's just a great blend of 4 things that I've been using in my office for a long time. Let's see if this picture will adjust. I think it's coming back. Let's just do this. Yeah, hopefully the lighting is coming back now after I shove that bottle in there. So what Allersol has is 4 things. 1, perilla seed extract, perilla. And perilla functions greater than any other product that I have ever used when helping people with allergies. Perilla does this, is the main thing. When we have an allergic reaction, we're actually having something called an IgE reaction. I'm not going to get into the science of this, but our immune system can function with a lot of different immunoglobulins. Don't worry about those words. IgEs tend to be a part of the immune system that's associated with mast cells. So my analogy here, I'm going to get rid of the big words, and I'm going to say there's different types of white blood cells. One of them is a mast cell. Now, did you ever see, well, most of you have played Angry Birds. Hopefully you know what Angry Birds is. I know it's not popular anymore, but there was one character in Angry Birds, this big bird, this big black bird that kind of looked like a penguin, black with a white chest. And when you hurled this big black and white angry bird at the pigs, what it did was it exploded. And not only did it kill the pigs, but it destroyed everything around. Well, that's what one of the types of immune system cells, a mast cell, does with you. It's going to attack the pollen, or whatever thing you're allergic to, by exploding histamine all over the place. So here's the progression. Your body detects, your immune system detects that there's this pathogen, a piece of pollen. Your immune system says, we've got to destroy that. That's dangerous to our body. Again, because it's overreacting because you didn't have a healthy gut. Maybe. There are other reasons, but let's stick to the simple stuff. So what it does is it sends mast cells, which are floating around your body, to destroy that pollen. And it does a good job at it. But there's shrapnel. There's all this other destruction. There's histamine released everywhere. And what does histamine do? It causes the redness and itchiness. It might be a local redness or itchiness like a hive. It'll cause mucus production and sneezing because your body wants to expel what was inside of it. So if you have a product like Perilla seed, in some people, and many people actually I find, it curbs the production of these mast cells. Now it doesn't mean it ruins your immune system because you have other types of immune cells. Yet these mast cells cause these allergic reactions. And I have found with a lot of patients in my office, I'm gonna put it out there as a stat, about 50 to 60% of people that take Perilla seed have great relief from their allergy symptoms because they're producing less mast cells. So let's go into the other 4 ingredients. Quercetin. Quercetin works as an antioxidant. It means it prevents tissue breakdown, which calms the immune system. And then there's stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is also an anti-inflammatory. It prevents inflammation. And inflammation is an overreaction of the immune system. So if you have this antioxidant, prevents the breakdown, and even if you have some breakdown, some reaction, the stinging nettle can calm that down. Well then great. Bromelain, stinging nettle, Perilla seed, and the last one is, I had to look this one up because I forgot it. Bromelain, sorry, I couldn't think of that one. Bromelain actually a lot of times comes from papaya. It's a digestive enzyme, and digestive enzymes also can work as an anti-inflammatory. So you have these ingredients that come together and help your immune system calm down. Now, a product like this doesn't still get to the heart of why you had your allergies in the first place, but it is a natural alternative to the antihistamines out there that just block the histamine. You see, they just block the end result, where we're going a few steps back and curbing the production of histamine in the first place, dealing with inflammation, so you actually wind up a bit healthier. Now, if we go further, it's way off screen here, further back, which is the best solution, not just fixing the symptom, taking an antihistamine or a steroid, which shuts off the immune system, or we can go into a product like Allergy, which gives you the natural ingredients. It's alternative medicine that helps with allergies. What we really want to do is go further back, but again, off topic, we need to fix our gut. And we need to deal with stress. So besides taking those single ingredients, what you can also do is adjust your habits, because I'm a habits guy first. So with allergies, the things that you want to do habits-wise is saline up your nose, okay? Dr. Nell's is the brand I've used as a saline wash. He has pre-made mixtures that you can squirt up your nose just to wash and rinse your sinuses, so you can actually rinse out the pollen that gets in there. And that's a quick fix. It doesn't get to the big why, but it makes you feel good. Exercise. When you actually exercise and create enough momentum in your body to create some adrenaline, to increase your cortisol levels, you're actually creating your own steroids. So what some allergy medications are steroids, like Flonase. That's a mild steroid that's put into your nose. And what steroids do is they basically suppress the immune system. Less immune response, but it's fighting a natural reaction for the body, and that's why I don't love to use it. Of course, any medication may be needed at some point. You got to speak to your doctor about that. Again, if you really want to get to the heart of the matter and you really want to use natural methods to avoid allergies, exercise has to be there. So nasal washes with saline solution, hopefully you pick out Dr. Nell's. Exercise vigorously to bring up your adrenaline, and that will create your own natural body steroids. And if you still need some help, use some Allersol. I don't know if that was pointed correctly. So try those little tips and tricks. If you can't find Allersol, look for Perilicy, look for stinging nettle, look for bromelain, look for quercetin. You can buy those all individually. Again, my best recommendation is to check with a doctor, because if you're allergic to any of the ingredients, you don't want to take those, so be careful out there. So I hope this information helps. I know my energy was a little up for this one because I had a lot to remember that I wanted to give you. So have a great day, have less allergies.